on this truncated Friday edition, and I'll explain why as the show goes along. But let me welcome my partner in crime for NFL discussions. This man is Mike Debate, and he joins me right now via our hotline. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friend. Happy Friday. Always a pleasure to join you on the beginning of a new month to do some NFL picks. Well, how much better can we get?
Absolutely. Picks. How about those 49ers again?
You know, the 49ers put the league on notice last night when they were able to pull out a victory that, and I don't want to say that the San Francisco played poorly. They certainly didn't, but they weren't that same dominant force that we've seen out of the San Francisco 49ers defense. Certainly a little bit different from the team that we saw against the Carolina Panthers the previous week. This proved that the 49ers can win games on the back of their offense and on the back of their quarterback. Anyone who's listened to us knows I'm a big fan of Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm glad to see him playing well, but he had a great game last week. 17 yards, 4 touchdowns, looked solid. Emmanuel Sanders looks like he has been the difference maker in this offense. Their running game still continues to be formidable. We've talked about Matt Breida. You absolutely nailed it when it came to his prowess and what he was going to be able to do. 49ers clicking on all cylinders right now, and we said it again yesterday. Good teams find a way to win these close games. This was a hard-fought division battle. Credit the Arizona Cardinals. I think they came in and played tremendously last night. That is a good team with a bright future, young team, little tweaks here and there that we'll see them make. I know Cardinals fans are grumbling about Vance Joseph, but, we'll take a look at how that all shakes out in the offseason. But there's a bright future in Arizona, but credit to San Francisco 49ers. It's been a good win for them last night.
Absolutely. 28-25 was the final score. 49ers 8-0. They get 10 days off before they host the Seattle Seahawks in what I feel is going to be the NFC West Division Championship. It's in the bag, and it's on November 11th. All right, let's get down to business. Let's make some picks. You ready?
I am ready, my friend.
All right, we lead off in Pittsburgh, where we have the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a 1 o'clock kickoff. It's on CBS, and after the way Indianapolis eked out a win at home this past Sunday, they got a lot of momentum going on the road facing a beleaguered Pittsburgh Steelers ball club.
Very, very. But the Steelers are playing on a short week. This is a game that could decide their season without question. I think the defense strides for the Pittsburgh Steelers the last few games. I think you may see that continue a little bit here, but I think they're running into an Indianapolis Colts team that, again, like the 49ers last night, good teams find a way to win close games. They find a way to pull it out when most people think that they can't. I do think that Indianapolis will bounce back from having an eked-out win maybe against the Denver Broncos. I think they take it to the Steelers in this one. I like the Indianapolis Colts in this, and I have them in this one 24-10.
I have them with just about the same. I say 27-10, but I do have the Indianapolis Colts getting another win, and this time getting one on the road. We go to Kansas City for our second game. The Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs have some questions to answer. Vikings coming off a Thursday night win.
This is actually a game where I usually do my picks in 10 just so that way I can really force myself into a corner. This is one I very much debated doing in pencil. And the reason being is there's uncertainty surrounding Patrick Mahomes being in the game or being out of the game. I will actually probably go right now, not that I will go on record right now and saying that I don't think even if Mahomes is in the lineup, I still like the Minnesota Vikings in this game. And look, Chiefs have lost 3 straight at home. They're going to be certainly without a healthy and 100% Mahomes. They may be without him completely, and that means Matt Moore comes in again. He was solid against the Packers last week, but I think Minnesota puts up a stiffer defensive challenge. That front 7, that front line has been very adept at stopping the run, and that's going to be such a key for the Chiefs if they want to get going. I don't think this is going to be a blowout by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that they'll be able to put up just enough. Hold court in this one. I like them 24-21 over the Chiefs.
Same score, same team. I too roll the Vikings. That Thursday night win gave them a lot of momentum coming into this game in Kansas City. Third game we'll look at will take place in Southern California, a 4:25 kickoff on CBS, where we have the red-hot Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chargers, who got some answers in Chicago, but not enough. Now they have to face Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and on that right on the head, Brian, when you said not enough. I mean, look, there's nothing that would thrill me more than to be able to pump the tires of the Los Angeles Chargers for a lot of different reasons. I started covering that, and I always love to see them come out on top. But look, the Packers are playing consecutive road games. This one's going to feel like a home game, and let's be honest. I mean, it is. You know, you go into StubHub, and it's mostly opposing teams' fans.
Yeah.
I think the Packers have been rolling on offense. That's going to continue here, even though they had the change at the offensive coordinator position in Los Angeles. Thought it would shake them up a little bit. I just think they're running into too much of a juggernaut in that Packers offense and a stout defense that will be able to control the Chargers offense. I like the Packers in this one, 28-20.
Same team. I go with the Green Bay Packers. I'll take them over 30. 31-20 will be final prediction. Now we get one of the juiciest matchups of the week. In fact, the juiciest matchup of the week. It involves your 6-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. They face Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Yikes.
Well, a lot of people are billing this as the Patriots' first game of the year. Apparently they haven't played anybody up until. And I'm being tongue-in-cheek. I know. I had to get that dig in, my friend. But no, in all actuality, they're definitely facing a very formidable team in the Baltimore Ravens. Great on offense. It's the type of offense that the Patriots aren't used to seeing. They're used to giving young quarterbacks fits and forcing them into the pocket to make bad throws. Lamar Jackson is a different type of quarterback, and make that not part of your game. That being said, I think the athleticism that the Patriots have at the linebacker position, the blanket coverage they have at the secondary, and that front seven, I step up and be able to control the running game of the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a hard-fought victory for the New England Patriots. This is going to take everything they have to be able to win it, but I do like them on top in this one, 24-21.
It's going to be a little more high scoring, I feel. But as you said, that New England defense finding its stride. People want to say this is the first game of the year for the New England Patriots. Don't buy that, folks. The Patriots have beaten everybody on their schedule, just as the 49ers have. And the Niners get a test next week against the Seattle Seahawks. And like I said, a game I believe that will decide the division. I think this will send both teams a long way. Baltimore's going to get a real stern test. But I got to give it to the champs on this one. It's going to be a little more high scoring. I say New England 35, Baltimore 31. Finally, we go to the Meadowlands, the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants, and I will pick first on this one. I smell an upset. The same way I said Baltimore would go into Seattle, the Giants have nothing to lose. The Cowboys have every lose, including the NFC East division. They're going to get punched in the mouth on Monday night.
And you know what? We have been doing this show together now for a while, and we're starting to think alike, my friend. That is my sleeper pick of the week, and that is not a bad thing. Great minds think alike, they say, and I'm honored to be inside that head of yours. But basically, I agree with you. I think the Cowboys coming off a bye, they do need to be careful here that they lost to the Jets in that same building a couple of weeks ago. Really put people on edge. It elevated the Jets into a stratosphere that maybe they didn't belong being in, but it also exposed some holes in the Cowboys. I believe the Giants have what it takes to come in, take it to them boys, and I think they will come out on top in this one. Not going to be a big scoring game, in my opinion. I think the Giants' defense holds court. You're going to see a lot of that same defense that we saw against the New England Patriots, I think, show up. I like the Giants in this one, 21-14 over the Dallas Cowboys.
That's our picks for the week. What are your picks? You'll see them on our Twitter. Follow our Twitter at SIT Morning. Follow this man at MDABATEFPC. Follow along with our picks. Let's see how you do as we kick off the second half of the season. Much obliged, my friend. Thank you for the time. Always a pleasure to have you on.
It's always my pleasure and my honor to be with you every Wednesday, Friday, and whenever you need me, my friend. If I'm available, I'm always here, and continue the great work with the show. Have a great weekend. I look forward to doing it all again next week.
I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for the time.
Absolutely, my friend. Thank you for the platform. Have a great week.
You too. Hey, what are your picks? Follow along with us and make your picks as well. Let's see how you do. Coming up next, I'm going to rank my NFL Top 5. Didn't get a chance to yesterday due to some technical difficulties, but be that as it may, I will have my NFL top 5, and I have a brand new number